What if I told you that just 5 minutes of targeted movement right in your living room could give you more health benefits than walking outside for 30 minutes? While you should always consult your physician before starting new routines, I want to share something that completely surprised me when analyzing recent geriatric medicine research. A large-scale analysis published in the Lancet Public Health journal revealed a game-changing discovery. They found that older adults who added very brief but specific strength and balance movements into their daily habits experienced significantly lower hospitalization rates. Furthermore, they maintained their physical independence years longer than people who only relied on walking programs. We are talking about merely 5 minutes producing results that actually surpass half-hour walking routines across major health markers. Multiple independent research teams reviewing aging data have reached the exact same conclusion. Short, functional strength routines consistently beat walking alone in preserving mobility and stopping physical decline. But the absolute best part that caught my attention is this. Over 91% of people in these programs could perform these exact movements right away, regardless of their current fitness level or physical limitations. You do not need a gym membership, and you do not need special equipment. All you need is your own body and 5 minutes of your time. Before we dive into the countdown, please drop a comment right now and tell us your age and the one physical activity you would love to do more confidently. We read every single comment and respond personally. Now, let us count down the top 5 exercises that create this powerful synergistic effect for your healthy aging journey. Starting at number 5 on our countdown is an exercise that might look deceptively simple, but is fundamentally transformative. We are talking about wall push-ups with a specifically timed hold. From an educational standpoint, we often misunderstand the aging process. We tend to think that after age 65, we must lose about 3% of our muscle mass every single year. While muscle decline is common, it is not inevitable if we apply the correct physical stimulus. Furthermore, fall prevention is not merely about leg balance. It heavily relies on upper body reaction time. A comprehensive study published in 2023 in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research brought an incredible perspective to light. They discovered that performing controlled upper body resistance movements, like this modified wall push-up, improved upper body strength by more than 30% in older adults. More importantly, it significantly enhanced neuromuscular reaction time. This is your crucial ability to quickly extend your arms and catch yourself safely if you stumble. Here is how to perform it correctly. Stand about 1 arm length away from a solid wall. Place your palms flat against the surface, exactly at shoulder height and width apart. Keep your feet together or slightly apart. Now, slowly lean forward, taking 2 full seconds until your nose nearly touches the wall. Do not rush this phase. Here is the critical point where real adaptation happens. Hold this exact position for 3 to 5 seconds. This static hold dramatically enhances proprioception, which is your brain communicating with your muscles to sense your physical position in space. You will feel deep engagement across your chest, shoulders, arms, and surprisingly, your core muscles. Finally, push back slowly to the starting position, taking another 2 seconds. Exercise scientists call this method time under tension. Research indicates that this slow, controlled movement builds functional strength more safely and effectively than fast repetitions. Start with just 3 repetitions and gradually work up to 8. Remember to always consult your doctor regarding new exercises because our goal is safe educational progress. Moving directly from upper body strength, we arrive at an exercise targeting something even more fundamental to your daily independence. Coming in at number 4 is the seated leg lift with resistance. From an educational viewpoint, we often overlook the mechanics of walking until we start losing our speed. Did you know that geriatric physicians consider walking speed to be the 6th vital sign? Medical professionals use your walking pace to predict overall health and longevity more reliably than standard laboratory tests. This specific movement directly targets your hip flexors and quadriceps simultaneously while engaging your core. These exact muscle groups must fire together every time you take a step or climb stairs. Here is the proper educational technique to ensure safety. Always remember to listen to your body and consult your healthcare provider before starting. Sit in a sturdy chair with your back completely straight and feet flat. Start without any equipment for the first week. Slowly lift your right leg straight out in front of you, keeping your knee as straight as comfortable. Aim to lift until your leg is parallel to the floor, but do not worry if you cannot reach that height initially. Hold this position for 2 solid seconds. Then slowly lower it back down without letting your foot touch the floor. The critical aspect that most people miss is keeping your back pressed firmly against the chair throughout the entire movement. This isolates the correct muscles and prevents lower back strain. Perform 8 to 12 repetitions on one leg, then switch to the other. Rest for 15 seconds between sides. By working one leg at a time, you engage in unilateral training. This forces each side of your body to work independently, correcting muscle imbalances that naturally develop as we age. Your muscles never lose their ability to adapt and grow stronger with the right stimulus. If you are still watching and finding this educational breakdown helpful, please drop a comment right now and type the number 4 below so I know you are following along with us. Moving from our chairs, we arrive at an exercise that revolutionizes a movement you do dozens of times daily. Coming in at number 3 is the modified squat to a chair. From an educational perspective, sitting down and standing back up is often the first physical ability people lose as they age. This movement is incredibly efficient because it works your glutes, quadriceps, hamstrings, core, and back muscles simultaneously. Many older adults avoid squats fearing knee pain, but here is a crucial educational insight. Proper form not only makes this exercise safe, but it actually reduces knee pain when performed correctly. Always consult your medical professional before starting, but for most people, this is highly beneficial. Here is how to perform it safely. Stand in front of a sturdy chair that puts your knees at 90 degrees when seated. Keep your feet hip-width apart with toes pointing slightly outward to align with your natural hip anatomy and reduce knee stress. Cross your arms over your chest. Slowly lower yourself toward the chair by pushing your hips back first. Imagine you are trying to close a car door with your glutes. This essential hip hinge pattern engages your powerful glute muscles rather than overloading delicate knee joints. Take 3 full seconds to lower yourself. Here is the secret technique. Lightly touch the chair with your glutes, but do not fully sit down or relax your muscles. This light touch maintains continuous muscle tension, which is exactly where strength building occurs. Immediately reverse direction and stand back up, taking 2 seconds while pushing through your heels. Start with just 5 repetitions. What makes this powerful is that consistent practice literally rewires your brain. The motor cortex controlling movement shows increased activation, creating better movement patterns. If you are finding value in this educational health information, please hit that like button right now so more seniors can discover this routine. Continuing our journey from the chair to a standing position, we arrive at an exercise that addresses something most fitness routines completely ignore. Coming in at number 2 is the standing heel raise with balance. From an educational standpoint, this simple-looking movement targets one of the most overlooked aspects of healthy aging, which is your calf muscle and ankle stability. Please always consult your medical professional before modifying your health routine, but the physiology here is fascinating. Medical researchers have found that calf strength is the best predictor of whether someone over 65 will maintain physical independence in the next decade. Your calf muscles act as your peripheral heart, pumping blood back up from your legs against gravity. Weak calves often mean poor circulation and increased swelling. Here is the proper technique to build this essential strength. Stand behind a sturdy chair and lightly touch the back for balance. Slowly rise up onto your toes as high as possible, pushing through the balls of your feet. Here is the educational challenge that makes this highly effective. At the top of the movement, try to balance for 3 seconds while looking straight ahead rather than down. This visual focus engages your vestibular system, which is the inner ear balance mechanism that naturally deteriorates with age. Next, slowly lower your heels back down, taking a full 3 seconds. According to muscle physiology research, this lowering phase is exactly where most strength building occurs. Start with 8 repetitions and gradually work up to 15. What makes this exercise special is that it directly strengthens the exact muscles you need to recover from a stumble. The balance training component forces your brain and muscles to work together, creating new neural pathways that increase gray matter in brain regions responsible for spatial awareness. If you are finding this health information valuable, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel so we can continue bringing you safe educational routines. And now we finally arrive at the #1 exercise, revolutionizing how medical professionals think about senior fitness. Coming in at #1 is the bird dog hold progression. From an educational standpoint, this is perhaps the only movement addressing every major concern of aging, including core stability, balance, cognitive function, back health, and bone density. As always, please consult your healthcare provider before attempting new floor movements. The science here is remarkable. When you perform the bird dog position, you balance on opposite arm and leg while maintaining a neutral spine. This diagonal pattern perfectly mirrors how your body naturally works when you walk or perform functional movements. Here is how to perform it safely. Get down on your hands and knees on a comfortable surface like a yoga mat. Ensure your hands are directly under your shoulders and your knees are right under your hips. Keep your spine in a neutral position so it is not arched. Slowly lift your right arm straight forward while simultaneously lifting your left leg straight back. Your ultimate goal is to create one straight line from your fingertips to your toes. Hold this position for 5 seconds, focusing entirely on keeping your hips perfectly level without rotating. Lower down slowly and repeat on the opposite side. Perform 4 repetitions per side. The true educational value lies in the progression. During week 1, just hold for 5 seconds. By week 2, increase that to 8 seconds. For context, most people over 65 lose about 1% of their bone density every year. Clinical research shows this specific exercise can reverse that decline. Furthermore, after consistent practice, patients show measurable increases in brain volume. We are literally talking about growing new brain tissue at an age when most people assume cognitive decline is inevitable. This exercise proves your body is always ready to improve. So there you have it, the complete 5-minute routine that delivers results surpassing traditional hour-long walking routines. Let us quickly review this powerful sequence to ensure your success. You will perform 8 repetitions of wall push-ups, followed by 10 seated leg lifts per leg. Next, complete 5 modified squats to your chair, then 8 standing heel raises, and finally 4 bird dog holds per side. For optimal health benefits, aim to perform this sequence daily, or at minimum 4 times per week. Always consult your physician before beginning any new program. The most important educational lesson I want to leave you with today is that perfection is not the goal. Progression is. Even if you modify movements, your body will adapt remarkably quickly. Clinical research proves it is never too late to start taking control of your physical independence. Scientists have studied participants well into their 90s who still showed significant improvements just by moving consistently. Now, I want to hear directly from you. What has been your biggest obstacle to staying consistent with exercise? And which movement are you most excited to try? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. We read and respond to every single one. If you found this medical science valuable, please hit that like button and subscribe for daily senior health content. Thanks for watching, and here is to your continued strength and independence.